morning, everybody. How's it going? Alright, I'm checking settings as we go. May or may not still be waking up. Same. My body is just in a state of confusion after the past 2 days of work. So I am also experimenting. I'm trying the ultra low latency settings this time. So I'm not sure. I think it might make it a little bit less bad on the lag. Yeah, that actually seems like it might be a little bit better. Oh, hey, Stream Elements is working? Question mark. I was a barricade last night with some coworkers until 11:20. Whew. Someone quit, so I'm going in on my off. Oh, that stinks. That's actually real unfortunate. I hate that for you. Oh, barcade. I was a little confused. I was like, what were you barricading? That makes a lot more sense. I thought you were like on some kind of like security duty or something. Okay. Yeah, so we've got kind of the weird angle set up because I'll have the actually I can pop it up so that, well, that's embarrassing. Where's the thing? There it is. Okay. Yeah, so I might have to, I guess I'm setting back a little bit further than. Oh, good. And you can see the edge of my monitor bouncing into the screen. Yo, I'm so professional. I literally set this up this morning. Oof. What can I do to fix this? And by fix it, I mean possibly ruin everything. It was my favorite manager. We talked about games and anime a lot. Now that's a manager. That is a manager. Hold on. Let me figure out where I need to be framed here. This is probably good. Let me. All right. Now I will be ready when it begins. Professional streamer, man. Okay. Expectations, predictions, bingo board. Let's see. Very, very likely that we'll hear or see something Generation 10 related. I mean, I think that's fair. Based off the leaks and stuff, we know that it is in development. So I wouldn't be super shocked. I think it's been long enough now. We've had a Legends game come out for the Gen 9. So I think there is a real chance that we see that. My biggest thing is I want to see something like a date or an announcement for when it's coming out for Pokemon Champions. I really want to know about that. I'll be honest, I'm kind of shocked that they dropped the Fire Red and Leaf Green announcement. I would have thought they would hold that back and just shadow drop the games, but they announced it like a week early, which is crazy. So yeah, that's pretty nuts. Now I do think they'll probably mention Fire Red and Leaf Green coming out today, but I do think there's also a possibility that they do announce that like Ruby and Sapphire are in the works and going to be released later. There's a rumor Champions could shadow drop today. That would be insane. Your uncle who works at Nintendo says Champions is dropping today. I hope your uncle is right. That would be insanity. I might just not go into work. Also, they already announced. Already announced what? Ruby and Sapphire? Oh, and Unite, the Johto starters and the birds as playable characters. Ooh. Ooh. I need to get back on Unite. Typhlosion? Goes kind of nutty. I like that. So what do we know? We know they're gonna like spend the first 20 of the 25 minutes or however long this is gonna be saying doing a bunch of stuff about mobile games that we don't really care about. The only mobile game that I played is TCG Pocket, and I honestly haven't even picked it up in a month. We need to battle against Sir Magic. I need a good match. Oh my gosh, I'm so rusty. I do not think I've played competitive since we did half of a draft league. Just for funsies. That was not even like a public thing. But I think that might be the last time I've played competitive, actually. But it's kind of like riding a bicycle, right? Like, I feel like I could get back into it pretty quick. Dude, I hope Champion. Dude, y'all can't be telling me that Champions might drop today. That's got me like riled up now. Cause like I need it so badly. $5 minutes for a history nostalgia thing, 10 to 15 minutes of their service games, the last bit of new content. Yeah, that sounds fair. Howdy, it's your boy Daft here. What's up, Daft? How's it going? Zev, good morning. It's good to see you guys. So, I mentioned this a minute ago, but my body feels super confused right now because, basically when, yesterday, you may have seen my announcement in the Discord. We dropped our big showcase for Southeast Game Exchange yesterday, which has been a project I've been working on for about 3 months. And it came out yesterday, which means the 24 hours leading up to that thing dropping were insane for me. I went in at I got to work at 10:30 Wednesday morning and was at my office until nearly 3 a.m. And then I had to come home, do a final render of the showcase, get it scheduled, and then get our website up and running. So I basically was up for like 24 hours doing work. And then yesterday, like after I finally got everything kind of going, I went to like lay down and try to sleep, and I slept for like an hour. And then like that's all my body would let me sleep, and I was so exhausted. And I finally slept a little bit last night. I woke up middle of the night because my body was still confused. And so yeah, we're good now. I think I'm rested, but my body is still like in that state where it's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be awake right now. I was expecting this to be later tonight. Well, I made it happen. I literally was setting things up. I got the stream set up and running literally like a minute before I was supposed to go live. So but yeah, you know, it works. Yeah, I mean, I should get back to normal. This is like the one time a year that I have a big work project that requires so much attention. Last year's was not that bad. It dropped right before I was leaving for a trip. And so I had to get it done before I left. And we managed to get it done like around 7 that night. And then I did find one mistake I had to go back and fix that time, but I was able to do that morning before I left. Wasn't a big deal. This year, I feel like we were kind of behind the 8 ball getting it out, but it's really cool. If it's something you guys just, you know, want to see something that I worked on, I posted the link in Discord. It's like 16 minutes long, but it's pretty cool. I liked it. All right, what are you guys hoping to see? Like, what is your dream predictions of like if you could have anything announced today? You know what I'm also curious about is, you know, they promised us when they announced the Switch Online service that they were going to do Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum, which I don't believe have come out yet. And now I'm kind of curious if there's a chance that they might backpedal on that and just release them as standalones, because Fire Red and Leaf Green are supposedly supposed to have home integration from what I saw. I know apparently at some point they said that and then backtracked on it, according to Cerebi. I haven't seen an update on that though. But I'm curious if there's a chance that they might backpedal on putting those on the Switch Online and try to release them separately so that they can make them have home and like Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire integration. Events in the old game returning Fire Red and Leaf Green. I kind of think that is something. Is that confirmed that that's happening? Because I figured they probably would. They did that with when Crystal came out on the 3DS with Celebi. I know it's not going to happen. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I want a dedicated Pokemon contest game. That would be... I'm kind of surprised they haven't done something like that. I mean, Pokemon contests were in multiple iterations of the game. It kind of seems like it would make sense for like a spin-off. Especially like, which this might not be the way that you want would see like a dedicated Pokemon contest game, but I almost see it being like more of like a casual game spinoff that they could have done. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't tried to make that into like some kind of like service game. Predictions and hope for this presents home support for ZA. True. Champions release date, hoping it's today. That would be so awesome. New spin-offs or Explorers of Time Darkness Sky remakes. I would love to see them like do like something wacky, like a new spin-off game that isn't mobile, right? Like I would love to see them bring out something like, even if it's not something I would necessarily play, but like if they did like, which I mean, I guess we kind of got that with, we're getting that with Poketopia or Pokopia, however you, whatever it's called. Yeah, the game came out. Pokemon Dash 2. Yeah, like I was thinking Pokemon Dash, Pokemon Dash, Pokemon Conquest, like something in that realm. I would love to see that. Pokepark 3 would be cool. What's funny is I own a lot of Pokemon spin-off games for like DS and 3DS, and haven't played many of them. There is a rumor of Ash anime special or movie soon. Interesting. I could see that happening. You know, I saw where Sarah Natachini, who was like the most recent voice of Ash Ketchum, is doing a live event somewhere streaming Pokemon Day. Like I think some place invited her out for like the live presentation. Ash VA said cryptic things and is doing a live stream playing Fire Red. Honestly, if I weren't going into work today, I would probably start playing Leaf Green right after this. I did already purchase and pre-download both of them, because I'm a Pokemon shill and will rebuy the same games over and over because they know how to get me. They know who they're marketing to. Fire Red dropping after it presents is going to be fun, but the new Resident Evil game is going to have my attention for a while. Dude, I'll tell you what. I am fiending to play Dragon Quest VII. I just got it. It came out when I was gone to Alabama for Rocket City Retro Fest, and it came out on Friday. We left on Thursday, but I was hoping it would be where I could pick it up before leaving, but that didn't happen. And then I couldn't find it anywhere. So it ended up being when I got back before, and nobody had it at the convention. So I ended up having to wait till I got back, and I still haven't had a chance to play it because once I got back, I've been working on the video presentation for Southeast Game Exchange. So, you know, it is what it is, but I really want to play it. I haven't yet. I just had to buy a washer and dryer. That's fair. That is definitely a higher priority. Which, speaking of which, I'm planning to do a stream soon, probably tomorrow. I thought about doing it tonight, but it's likely going to be tomorrow. But I want to do a stream where I do where I show the Southeast Game Exchange Direct and do kind of a director's commentary and talk about some stuff about it just for fun. And then also I want to talk about my experience going to Rocket City Retro Fest, which was really cool. That was a fun little convention, and show you guys like my pickups. I got some fun pickups and something really cool that I got from the convention. Like I'm talking, this is like, it's kind of stupid, but it's also kind of like legendary at the same time. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, I want to do just a hangout stream where we do director's commentary. I show off some of my recent little pickups, and then probably just hang out and maybe play Fire Red, or if Pokemon Champions is dropping, we get into it. Oh, it's dumb. It's really dumb, but also it's my favorite thing. I will also be, I guess I can go ahead and say this. I don't know if I've talked about this yet or not, but I'm supposed to be going to Game On Expo in Phoenix, Arizona, in a couple of weeks. It's like March something. I don't remember the exact dates. I think it's like the 14th and 15th, 13th, 14th, 15th, something like that. So I don't know if anybody's relatively local to there, but if you are, I will be there, hanging out. It'll be fun. That's a show that I'm just gonna be at. So I'm hoping I'll get a chance to like video and film some stuff while there. And then I've got several other like cons that I'll be at. I'm very local. I live in New Jersey. Well, I think the closest I've been to there is Too Many Games. And that's in Philadelphia. So not really local, but I saw Nerdy Steve there. Australia, that is just like, that's almost walking distance for you. Australia to Arizona. Stream is live. Okay. Oh gosh, it's not on the tubes. I guess I could pull it up on Twitch. An hour away from Philly? That's pretty close. Keeping an eye on the time. I'll go ahead and swap over to the full screen view. Signed up for a 5K and a quarter marathon at the end of April. Yo. One of my friends has been trying to get me to do a 5K with them, and I'm like, I am not physically prepared for something like that. 5K I've done twice. Quarter is new. I need to get back to back before like winter got here. Or fall winter got here. I was like walking and starting to run a little bit, pretty frequently, and like doing several miles a day. But at that fell off during the holiday season. I was also going to the gym a little bit, but I have gotten a bit out of cycle with that as well. Mostly because of everything going on with work priorities, you know. Got to earn that bread so that I can then eat that bread and then put on the carbs and wish that I were working out. Magic Buff Evader. I was getting mad gains. Yeah, for sure. I never thought I would be a gym guy. I actually kind of enjoyed it, getting into it. The problem is the guys that I was going with, it's kind of inconsistent when we're able to go. So we don't have like a steady schedule. Because they work they're firefighters, so they work like weird, like 2 days on, 3 days off kind of thing. So it makes it like inconsistent when we're actually going. But it's nice. It's nice to do. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute the music. Wife just woke up for presentation, cutting it as close as possible. We love to see it. I already saw in the chat multiple people saying Silk Song win. So that's the kind of energy we're bringing this morning. All right, reload. Nani. Premiere will begin shortly. $8:01. That's crazy. They're at midnight for you? I think I'd prefer that over 8 in the morning. I'm not a morning person at all. What is happening? Dude, these things are so... Get the chat out of here. I don't care about their opinions. I don't know why the countdowns are always so loud. I know the direct will not be this loud. And if I turn the volume down, then I'm going to have to turn it back up. All right, here we go. Yep. Here we go. The classic montage. Teen? Yo, are we about to get that dark Pokemon reboot? Or is it teen because they kept gambling in Fire Red Leaf Green?
I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today,
dude, they got Pikachu,
February
Mr. Pikachu there in person.
Day.
That's
this
huge.
This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance.
Yep.
Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been
Is the
discovered,
volume good now, guys?
and these diverse Pokemon have been part of the
Or do I
stories
need to adjust?
trainers worldwide have been able to experience.
Gambling change rating to E10.
This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th.
Cool,
A
cool, cool.
milestone reached because of your support.
Dude,
Thank you,
now I'm curious.
each and every one of you.
What's gonna be 10?
We hope you will
or
all enjoy
teen.
seeing how
10.
Pokemon continues
What's
to
gonna be?
evolve.
What's gonna be rated teen?
In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
There's never been a teen Pokemon game, right? Coliseum is teen. Ah! Wait, is it? Yep. Wait, is this it? Is this the, like... Oh.
I'm Junichi Masa.
What a hit clips.
I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
It's E. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. Bro, we just got the Pokemon Hit Clips music player.
Hello, Pokemon trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000
Dude, I'd love to go to Pokemon Worlds
from all
again.
over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card games,
It's happening.
Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches
We're officially
of these
moving to
games will be
Champions
held
as the
at
format.
Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon
Dude,
events
it's crazy
for
how
our
much
competitors and their families.
this has evolved since
As
when
the
we
World
went.
Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting
Dude,
partner
it is
collaborations,
a
and of
full-blown
course,
like
visiting
convention
the
now.
Pokemon Center pop-up store.
Much
To
more expensive
celebrate
too.
this
That's
new
that's
experience,
definitely
today,
true. We
we're
spent
giving
like
you a
30
first
bucks
look at a
to get in
truly
for the whole
special
weekend.
piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships.
Dude, this actually looks awesome. I'd
If you are
love to
joining
go.
us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August. Thank you, Pokemon
I'd
trainers.
love to go. All right, trading cards. Gluark. What language was that? Such a level up from UK Nationals 2015, which was the last event I went to. What's up, Ollie? It's good to see you, buddy. The future awaits. Okay. Bro, Pokemon Go's 10 years old. That's crazy to think about. That means it's been at least 9 years since I played
Pokemon Go. A huge range of
Go.
Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting
Actually,
tomorrow.
that's not true. It's probably not quite been that
We
long.
also have a promo code to share.
But probably 7 years. No. Because our video game store was a Pokestop. And I used to spin there.
Here.
This is, yeah, Pokemon Masters. That's kind of cool that they're doing him in the art style. That's sick.
Let your curiosity shine.
I've never played Masters.
Pokemon Masters EX.
Oh, hey, it's that game. I never remember. Cafe Mix, that's what it is. A real game. For real gamers. You're right. I'm a fake gamer. We know this. No, here is the game for gamers. Pokemon Sleep. Whoa. Latios Latios.
To celebrate Pokemon Day, Zapdos,
I gotta wake my
Moltres,
Pokemon up. They've
and
been
Articuno will be
asleep
joining
for
the
a
fray.
long time. there's the
The
birds.
magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't miss what's coming.
We got robbed of Mega Typhlosion. I'm upset. Electric Volleyball. They're honestly pumping through their mobile stuff really quick. Granted, they have a lot of it now. Palafin, my boy. Paldean Wonders. Ooh. I need to get back in. Pokemon Smile to win. Here we go. Drop today. Drop today. Do it, you cowards. Do it. Dude, it looks so good. My boy Mirror B. The filters that they use on the GameCube ROMs look really clean. I know they use some kind of like AI filtering to like smooth them out, but it looks good.
Hello,
Okay,
everyone.
here we go.
I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version games coming to Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were
It's not
released
Radical
on Game
Red,
Boy
but we'll
Advance
take
in
it.
2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future.
Nice.
This way, you can
Okay,
play Pokemon
so home
contained
links
in
to
other
champions.
Pokemon RPG
That's what I
series
was.
titles on
That's what I was
adventures with
expecting.
you. Or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
So you can transfer them from Fire Red and Leaf Green, but you can't send them back.
Next, we have some
That's
news
fine.
about Pokemon Champions.
Oh, buddy. Was not expecting that. Oh, the megas. The megas. Mega Golisopod is going to be busted. Man, I can't wait to play this mobile game on my Switch too. April 26th.
We the cherry.
Ah, not
Next
today.
up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series.
But at
Please
least we
take a
know.
look at
At
this
least
video.
we know. Mega Dimensions DLC. Are they adding something new? Mega Chimecho's goated. That might be one of my favorite Mega designs, unironically. There he is, Mega Garchomp Z. The boy's actually flying. That was a big trailer just to announce Mega Garchomp Z.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes.
Okay.
After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain
Cool, they didn't
a
lock it
Garchompite
behind,
Z-Stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp
the
Z in the special
ranked
pocket
mode.
of hyperspace.
We love that.
Next up, we have some news about Pokemon Pokopia.
Pokopia. They're announcing DLC already. Bro, this is Minecraft. This is actually Minecraft. Rotom? Wait, are we getting a new Rotom form? Stereo Rotom? Yo,
Is that curious?
Is this
looking
gonna be an
stereo
actual-
of Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
tell me this is a real...
It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
That's kind of neat.
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia.
Trade
Ditto
tickets
first
are adding
encounters
Rotom
Professor
vape.
Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town. It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
Doesn't this... When does this game come out? I was wanting to say it's like now. Did it come out today?
Huh?
Uh-oh. He cooking.
That's
He cooking.
Silhouette.
Comes out like a week. Okay.
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente. Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes.
March 6th.
Each
Gotcha,
Pokemon
gotcha,
has
gotcha.
different foods they prefer. Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
I keep forgetting that that you play as a Ditto.
Try
And then
bringing Pokemon
I
you've
look into the
befriended
face
on
of
an
the
outing.
character and it disturbs me a
In
little bit.
multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too. But where's the last one? Whoa! You can transform into objects, too.
Bro,
That was a fun
Hide
game
and
of
seek?
hide and seek.
prop hunt.
By working together, you could even build something this big.
I told you it was Minecraft.
Together, you can develop a town. Or go on far-off adventures. New encounters
It
will
actually
await you
just
as
is.
well. Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger.
Pokemon literally said,
Developing a town
we're
one step at a
tired
time.
of Pokecrafts being
Pokemon
unofficial. We're
Pokopia.
making it ourselves.
Available on March 5th.
March 5th. I don't know. It seems like it could be fun.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on
I'll
Thursday,
probably
March
get
5th.
it.
We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up.
Nice idea, but like I already own
Today,
Minecraft. I already
we
own
covered
Fire
all
Red
of the
and Leaf Green,
information
so
you see here.
yeah, but do
We'd
you
like to end our
own
presentation today
the
with one final video
Pokemon
for you
Hit
all.
Clips music player?
Thank you for tuning in.
All right, here we go. Rating pending. Espeon and Umbreon. Okay, we went Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, Gen 8, Gen 9. Well, this is still 8. No, that's 9. Here we go. Gen 10. Cosplay Pikachus? Hello? I thought it was about to just end there. Yo. Wait, is this Australia? Yo. Daft, can you confirm? The starters? Brute. Bonbon. Gekwa. Dude, are they gonna show the legendary right now? Mega Lugia. Pokemon Winds and Waves. Simultaneous release in 2027. Oh, the tease. I thought they were going to show us something. Thought they were going to show us something. That's it. That's it, guys. We did it. We made it to Gen 10. And Wolfie appears.
Wait, they haven't mentioned Bug Month yet.
Oops. Wrong thing. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Dude. It's happening. I'm actually very excited about Champions coming out in April. You got my hopes up that it was going to be today. I'm not going to lie. But I'm excited about that. Dude, Generation 10. Hold on. I want to can I pull up the video? I want to go back and look at the By the way, I don't think it's a region set in Australia because Gen 10 was leaked bad. I need to look at them again. I definitely need to look at them again. Hold on. I've got to pull. Oh, do they have it on the website now? Let's see. All right, I'm looking. That is not. One leak was literally footage of Luminion in the new engine. At least it's a game I'm actually likely to buy, unlike everything else. Tis true, tis true. Let me see. I don't see it on the website. I see all the other things that they announced. Well, I say all the other things. I see the TCG Pocket thing. Pokemon Go, ZA. Yeah, I don't see anything. All right, let me go back to the video. All right. I'm not gonna lie, when they were doing this part, I thought they were just gonna cut it at the end, not show us any gameplay. I'm not all in with the overall look, but I like the starters. It feels a little like honestly, like the detail. Oh, this is not representative of actual gameplay experience. Screenshots and footage are from a product in development, not final. Okay, so but this is in engine, right? Honestly, the like the coral in the water looks kind of beautiful. Like that's some decent detail. I mean, it still looks like it's going to suffer from the problem of not being the most like cutting edge graphics, but at the same time, like it definitely looks better. Like texture wise and everything. Again, it's not like, this isn't like cutting it. Like, that looks awesome. That gets me excited. You guys know I've been known to get excited about how water looks in games. 2027 means Q4 next year, likely. They normally release around then. This is giving Fortree. Not Fortree. Pacifilog. I know Pokemon. At least Lady Bow's in the game, so we know it'll be good. I'm not hating it. Obviously, it could be a whole lot better, but okay. So these are the starters. I'm curious to see like what direction they'll go with evolutions on these. All I'm hoping for is King Gambit is in Winds and Waves. So this is the grass starter. Little bird guy. Brout. Pombon. And Gekwa. I think I do agree with Celeste. Initial impression of designs. I don't think they're bad. They are a little, they feel a little plain. The bird is definitely the most plain. I think they're a little like even the fire starter I think is a bit simple, but I think it's got the most personality to it. Like he looks like just like a little happy dude. I don't know. I guess they all kind of have a little bit. When his eyes are closed like that, he looks like a little grumpy dude, and I like that. If that was like his default, I think I'd be pretty stoked about it. Pombon's kind of cute. Gekwa. I don't know. I kind of like Gekwa. Grass kind of looks plain. To be fair, Torchic is 90% as plain as that. I guess. Maybe. I think my thing is with it is it feels. I think it feels a little. I think Torchic has a little bit more of like a shape to it. And that might be part of it. Like it's a little bit more of a defined shape and idea to me. This is kind of circular with a tuft of hair at the top. Brout does sound like a construction material. Water one is Sobble, but not sad. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like it better than Sobble. I think if we think back to Paldean starters, I definitely think this is a weaker like starting lineup overall compared to, because Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxley. I don't know. I think I like them better overall, at least base forms. The water, I wonder if this is another gecko or if an axolotl. The name implies gecko. More feminine design. Honestly, I can see the fire starter being real fun when it evolves. Like, I think the more times I see this, the more I'm kind of liking it. The real question is, how many legs is it going to be on when it fully evolves? If they keep him on all fours, this could be the one. Yeah, that's true. I was a big Quaxley guy initially. And then I wasn't as big of a fan of the Evos. Trick question, he gains legs. He's going to be all He's going to have 6 legs when he evolves. Firebug type. I do love the eyes. The eyes look super sick. I'm going to say almost. I would almost bet that we get. I don't know. I kind of thought the same thing with Litten, though. I didn't think we'd see Litten go to 2 legs when I initially saw it. But, like, I feel like you gotta keep this thing on 4 legs. You'll definitely be standing on 2 fully evolved. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm kind of curious what the concept will be, though, right? Because, like, the starters have kind of, like, revolved around these like, concepts the last few times, right? And it's hard to tell from the initial starters on this of like what direction that might be, right? Because like Gen 6, right, you had like the like your ninja class, your like mage class, like that type of thing. And then like Galar, right? You had like the drummer, you had the soccer player, you had like the international spy kind of thing. I don't know. It's so hard to tell, right? Like when I saw Sprigatito in Gen 9, I would have never thought they were going with, oh, we're gonna make it a magician, right? And I think the fact that these guys are a little bit simple in their designs makes it harder to even predict where it's going to go. And we don't really know enough about the region to know, like, where they could go or what they might base it off of. Most of my favorite mons are basic, just animals anyway, so I don't need much of a theme. Cool animals with elemental powers. Hello, Gen 2, 3. I don't disagree. I think the themes can be fun, but I do think I kind of gravitate towards the ones that are more so like, oh, these are just kind of cool animal. Like, in my opinion, the best, most well-rounded starter set that we have ever gotten. I think one of my personal favorite as far as, and I'm not saying that the starters are my favorite. I just think well-rounded were like Gen 4. I think the Gen 4 lineup is a nearly perfect lineup of Pokemon. And you know, they were all dual type. They each had really cool designs. They weren't doing themes or anything like that, you know. But they didn't have to, right? The designs were just solid enough, you know. Gen 4 and Gen 8 for me personally. I don't dislike Gen 8. I don't know that I think they're the best. Like, I don't know that I would put them amongst the best. But I do like them a lot. Like, I'm a big Cinderace Score Bunny line guy, but that's probably partially due to I like soccer. So I just got back. Is this Gen 10? This is Gen 10, the starters. I'll play it back so you can see. They're interesting. I honestly didn't expect them to show starters. I'm going to be completely honest. I figured at best we were going to see like some concept art stuff. Even though I knew leak-wise there was a lot of stuff already like developed, I didn't figure they would show it all this soon. Like this much of it. So the fact that we're getting starters this early is pretty cool. So different from each other, yet go so well together in Gen 4. Yeah, I just think I think they're a really, really good, well-rounded, like, starter set. Like, it would be hard for me to find one that tops that. Like, if they ever make something that tops the well-roundedness of Gen 4 starters, I will, I'll be surprised. Yeah, I figured maybe they'd show some concept sketches or something like that. But the fact that they are showing starters this early is pretty exciting. It also just going to make the wait feel much longer. Maybe they knew that the starters would take some time to grow on people. I do really like the purple eyes on Gekwa. It's pretty cool. And honestly, I'm kind of down for a good water starter because it's been a while since water starter was my go-to pick. And water's my favorite typing. Didn't Gen 4 have a theme of mythical? Wukong, Atlas Poseidon? Oh, I guess I never really thought about that. I guess that's probably true. I guess that's fair. I didn't think about that. I think the one that like stood out as the most obvious of those is Infernape, but I guess it still feels a little bit different though too, even recognizing that. Because I feel like it was kind of used as inspiration for design more so than like, I don't know. Some of the newer themes feel a lot more on the nose of like, oh, this isn't like Cinderace isn't just like based off of soccer, like a soccer player. Like it is that. I don't know. Again, I don't dislike the themes, but I do think sometimes they are a little more on the nose. But yeah, I honestly didn't even make that connection of like there being a theme there. All right, Ollie, thanks for stopping by. It was really good to hear from you. But yeah, I definitely think this is one of those where the evolution, where their evolution line goes, is going to make a huge difference. And I will say that too. I think when the more simplistic the designs of starter Pokemons are, the more sort of direction that there can be on where they go. So I have no idea what this is going to be. So we know that the games are going to be like Wind and Wave. So it's got this tropical sort of vibe to it. What would be... Mostly waiting for the website so I can get some flavor text on them. Yeah, I'm wondering how soon they'll get that up. Because again, normally the initial reveal they do for a game, I don't think they typically show the starters. Maybe they do. I don't know. It feels like it's been so long since Gen 9. I don't know. Did they show the starters the initial reveal of Gen 9? They did for Paldea. I'm playing Magic the Gathering and just turned this commander into a mana ring. It's pretty funny. Nice. And now we got box arts too. Man, I don't even remember Gen 9. That feels like a lifetime ago. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look around for a second and see if there is any more information somewhere. I'm hoping it's not a Switch 2 exclusive, but it probably will be. With it being 2027, I'd say there's a high likelihood. I guess it will depend on how long they try to keep doing simultaneous stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, to be fair, PS4, like PS5 did a lot when PS5 came out, they kept making PS4 games for quite a while. That's kind of one of the big complaints people had about PS5 was nothing was really exclusively PS5. They did a tweet. Let's see. Up in Pokemon Wind and Waves releasing exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. You'll travel across beautiful windswept islands and a vast ocean with glittering waves that ebb and flow. They're going to be Splatoon-themed starters. Yeah, so it's looking like those Pikachus are going to actually be like forms. Yeah, I can pull this up. There's the sort of the official art. Bro, somebody circles the feet on Gekwa. Hot opinion, but does this feel a little AI? What? That seems like a little bit of a leap. I think my least favorite is the grass. Please, that's literally what we were saying. Yeah, I think I'm a Gekwa guy. But I have to say, I feel like the last 2 generations. No, that's not true. I was pretty much a Score Bunny guy. I was pretty much a Score Bunny guy from day one. But like Paldea, I was like really vibing with Quaxley until we saw evolutions. So, you know, I think I think I like the Gecko. I do think I like the Gecko the most. But depending on where they go with the doggo. Brout, Palmabon, and Gekwa. Gotta start learning new Pokemon names, guys. It's that time. I'm also really curious to see what direction they're gonna go with, like, the gimmick, right? We had Mega Evolution, we've had Dynamax, we had Z moves, we had Terastallization. We're gonna get some I don't know. Ability or stat spread predictions. That has been leaked a bit. I won't say here, but there is info. Oh, interesting. I haven't... I saw some of the initial leaks when the big, like, Terra Leak happened or whatever, but I have not kept up with it very much. So I might have to look into that. That's interesting. That's a good question. I know this sounds probably pretty generic. So here's what my initial instinct based off design says, okay? And obviously I don't have a whole lot to go off of other than like color schemes and stuff like that. Right now, the grass one obviously looks like your gut instinct's going to be, it's going to be a grass flying type. Granted, they've done this before, right? Where like Decidueye ends up not being a flying type. Which is, as far as I know, it's mostly how it looks, not how it functions. Okay, I gotcha. Well, that's kind of crazy because I'm not a big fan of how terastallizing works, but the mechanic was really fun. So like the safe bet on like typings is like it'll end up being the grass starter will end up being a grass flying type. He does have that dark underside though, so like there's a world it ends up maybe being like dark grass, which is not a good typing, but Pombon is interesting because based off color scheme alone, I would say it looks like it might stay pure fire. But something about the face to me screams it might end up being fire fairy type. One thing I will say about the leak is they did say that Wind and Waves, the whole theme of the game is change unpredictability and procedural generation. Huh. That's interesting. On Gekwa, the purple eyes are making me think it's either going to be like end up being a water poison or a water psychic type. I feel like poison probably makes the most sense. And I'll be honest, I might be wildly off base saying I could see Fire Fairy for the fire starter, but looking at that face is Swirlix. He's got Swirlix's face. Now, hard to say on what the stat lines and stuff would be. I'm gonna say probably the fire starters giving me physical attacker vibes. The water starter's giving me special attacker vibes. The bird, I don't quite know. I'm very mixed on it. I don't know what direction it might go. But I've got the abilities. I've got great ability predictions. I'm gonna say the abilities are Overgrow, Torrent, and Blaze. Those are the abilities I'm predicting. That's possible. I think that is very much possible. I don't know. Gecko getting Blaze is kind of. Hey, you're the one who said unpredictability, right? I also said Torrent first because for a brief moment I blanked on what the fire ability was. Terravolt. Dude, I hope that we get that the grass starter ends up being a grass flying type and it gets Levitate as its hidden ability. I think that'd be pretty fire. Apparently, there's some people really stoked about Brout in the comments. Interesting. Honestly, I kind of hope they get unique abilities. I kind of miss when starters got something new rather than something good that exists everywhere. Yeah. Don't think we didn't see that Angry Bird grass starter. I don't know. Honestly, it seems pretty... There seems to be a pretty good, solid mix. Although I will say that that the Brout love was a little front-loaded. I'm definitely now seeing more dog and Gecko. I think it's leaning more dog though. But you know, people be loving their doggos, so I think it makes sense. My gut instinct would be that the most popular one would be the fire starter. But cool. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. We got some fun stuff. We got Pokemon Coliseum coming out. Or not Coliseum, sorry. XD coming out next month. Is that what we said? I don't actually remember if I saw it. Yeah, that is bizarre, right? That XD is getting a drop before Coliseum. I was looking to see if they had the... Yeah, no, XD is definitely better than Coliseum. I do not disagree with that in the least bit. But it is odd because I mean it is literally a sequel to the Coliseum. It's not like just set in the same region. It is actually a sequel. March 2026. Interesting. So we got that. We got Pokopia coming out next week. And then in April, we'll have Pokemon Champions. And here's what I will say. I hope Champions does not run like butterscotch on console. I'm a little concerned because they are making it a mobile game as well, that it's going to kind of suffer from some of the issues that like Pokemon Unite has with like interface and stuff like that and being real laggy. I'm also afraid it will never look quite as good as it could either, just because they are, well, I guess to be fair, it's playable on Switch as well, so that's also a limitation. To be fair, that is just a North American thing. The other versions of the game are not nearly as bad. Really? Why? Why does that matter? That blows my mind. I would have not considered that the North American version exclusively would have that problem. That's insane. This is crazy. I'm looking at a video of now, granted, I will say that this video, it doesn't look like it runs particularly amazing. But that's insane that there's a whole other like thing happening. So apparently that's in the China server. Pokemon Unite. This was a beta. Lobby walkthrough 2.0. That's bonkers, dude. Yeah, no, I mean, this is like, there's like mini game type things in the overworld, like nah, this is mad crazy, dude. Anyway, wow. An auto dude, that's crazy. We really got gypped. That's nuts, dude. Well, just gotta work, gotta head out. Talk to you later. All right, Celeste, have a good day. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I really have anything else to say on the presentation. I think it was okay. Not anything like absolute. I mean, Winds and Waves is the most exciting thing by far. The rest of it was mostly like, I think, things that we kind of knew about. We got some updates on release dates and stuff. So that's cool. I'm happy. Now just begins the long wait of having to wait for the next Pokemon games to come out. Bro, I'll tell you what's crazy though to think about is there's a good chance, because they did it with Scarlet and Violet, that they do and the Switch 2 will have been out for like, I guess, 2.5, 3 years at that point. There's a good chance we get a Winds and Wave, like special edition Switch 2. That would be pretty cool. I think the Winds and Waves, I'm very hopeful, because I like, call me crazy, but I'm a big fan of water stuff in general. So like regions with lots of water. I know the meme, too much water, right? But I don't hate it. And so like a cool, hold on, what colors were the logos again? Pokemon. We've got Winds, which is like kind of like a green color, and then the Waves, which is like blue. Like honestly, it's kind of giving like Animal Crossing Switch Joy-Con vibes. Right? Like, can I add this in really quick? Oh no, where did it save? Oh, here it is. Like looking at the color schemes of the logo. Like, is there a chance we get a Switch 2 version that is like kind of vibing with the same color scheme? And honestly, in my opinion, the Scarvy Switch OLED was one of the, well, was it an OLED? That might have just been a regular Switch, actually. I don't remember. I think that was... No, it was OLED, yeah. I think that was one of the cooler special editions that we got. That one, and I was also a big fan of the Splatoon one as well. The Joy-Cons were super sick for that. But I don't know. We'll see in due time. But anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and hop off of here. And I'll catch you guys later. Like I said, I will probably be streaming tomorrow. Right? Today's Friday. Yeah. So a good chance I will stream tomorrow. It'll be a fun time. But anyway, for now, I'm gonna make like an Abra and skedaddle. Thank you guys for hanging out. Talk to you later.